wanna do it up so bad. Party it up so bad. Spend it up so bad. So the whole world knows my love for you is so bad. My heart is so bad. My love is so bad. For you, wanna do it up so bad. Party it up, it's so bad. Spend it up so bad. So the whole world knows my love for you is so bad. My heart is so bad. My love is so bad. For you, my heart is for you, my love is for you, wanna do it up so bad, party it up, it's so bad, spend it up so bad, so the whole world knows my love for you is so bad, my heart is so bad, my love is so bad, for you, my heart is for you, my love is for you, so big.
Someone's been canning him what says it. I was someone's the year to mess up like a rule. Then make a confession. What? Madame was it? Wonderful. This is a confusion easy, sir. Enough. I'm sure. So confusion that from a carding damage. I know. What? Well, I see when you make my makas on one. What are some young couples also? Young cock, not confounding permanent gets away down to London. What's somebody understand? David, what's wrong with you? I put some mommy. I saw when I want to. I don't so I should make a promo. But what you will show to us so what you will show to us so processing. Meaning the one I am. So you see a grand see was I can yam of fufu and prepare Unia Jay and then coming name Junior Pisia, the Medipa so
name Junior Pisia.
So
you are.
I said, Nina, what is he? Penny, boy, but your way there were her.
Ah, oh, my meaning in Opa Penny. Ah, your banner.
Come, I cry, say, Winnie. What fun in Uni Suba, Pepe, when a minute, the house minute. The mammy, he was so. Oh, poor. As I was equal to it. I can't pass out bands when I was he. Go so si punk, or Bako Cosi Panapampa Mapa. The view. Me make some pass. Put some super quatch.
Abja for da mo asese mo atwan ya me ada e ho akwa aba na se de nso no aye ni nti sa bedwafo no traffic pa wo mudi mo anya asem ketwa o ma ho do ne o man so nti nye sa akra nka ne no iti o mo frɛ head mistress ka che me say madam say o kan say school fo nkwa da nti na fie na yenso nso na kaya hyefi but o matumi aba nti mienu aba ye fiti ase ye hwe kwan say third person no ebeba aba be kan ye ho onu oba school a che papa nti ne no o ye first to come CBHN Chief Bani Hamilton Nixon National Deputy National Organizer ma NDC and one di kan buy and wa beji na kunwen na we say me teacher ni na me mark register and I say end of terminal reports na can make very punctual and regular at school attendance no and ye 365 over 365 days they be out to class we are ya asanita no political activist analysts, I should think so. Political analyst on so about betenase. Yes, kwan say rep Aufi NPP and so ebeba be kan ye ho. Yes, sure say insu nti waka baby but onam kwan so.
Na ma ba dey the rep ba. Go myself notice I'm a Honda day. Issues no cordon mama obia mentina ha
ene do obi bayi nti mentina no
no that wonyim no nyami na me
onya o
maybe
nti awo ase me won notice na me enyim nipa kon oreba
wana
titles last week no onya wa ba
titles na nyi bra wa bir no
nti nche enyim nipa kon oreba
oh na wana
I will sabotage na nyama wa bompo obo ne pause na wa ba
Vice President obotu mu have lead the proper economic discussion because ono na was a whiskey ono kra wa eji wana bi
I will sabotage na topics ya me fam be so sisi ezimenyim kan chief di oba sa no ama me di me 2x4 me broken fant na mama a kire me na me di abadi ti enya asem ke 20 year train say rep of NP market na yifo bia jem na menya mejuma abasem
Wesley girls na ranje yifo no
onye yifo o Kakundo Hill
wonye yifo a she boundary nti bade ya yifo anyi edi infante dokuna na nti fante
na nkadokuna meja so nkrania minti ono nso mo kan champantine ze oyara nkran ze omonyo
nkran eyesin asani
enti ene ye nkomo no aye ba bedie no de enu so di akotene won krata no mu ene pa teacher unions and 9 awo muso mate atua sabre yimu 4 teacher unions down tools nationwide declare strike to press home demand for COLA cost of living allowance. Almost said the system ni mo aye ne die. Omo nka se omo pe akatua ntum na emom aban na ni mo asem se bi omo ye salary increment negotiation baby na inflation gina eni se sia no se the inflation na ko ne die. Omo bibi twitwa wo ho allowance no omo mfa twitwa wo mo 20% eno na aye bibia ewo ho ya omo de ate atua NLC se de bi aban munhia na monka na teachers munso munko hia aban GS de krata aba se wa free leadership no se omumra na wo mo enhia but omo nso nka hwe nti enim se wo mo koso wo mo nkoda ben wo mo bekọ na nso ni GS press release nim nti enim ade ba de enim se enra omo declare nationwide strike ye bedi ehwo nkomo afa ye wi a na ene na chese it's an IMF day. Nana leads IMF negotiation to secure $2 billion and it's on a daily guide by say His Excellency the President Ankasa and na olidi delegation na omo ebekwa ko negotiate ne IMF no and afi other enkrata and so enkrata can be say IMF by itself cannot create prosperity. They come in for stabilization. Alan Chemantin enra enkomodidie no a ekokokoko so no tufa daily dispatcher eno ena eda enimu he sei no ena asemba kwa daily graphic edi baye say driving transformation agenda you receive needed support president assures private sector enya aban kwa na economy no aka ma no ka se ankrankran nyuma so omonso aka wo moni ankasa enti aban se na mampani se omunya abotre no wo so emwa bia ene achitaye bia wo mu hia bia wonum ensa beka pepepepepepepe na wo mu enwuma no etumi apagya fi se wo mu kra wo mu a ene hyema eno nso na ebeboa oman no enti yehu ya bedwafo na yehu ensem no onso betumi de wadwenche no nsusuye aba kai say yeshimi live e Facebook UTV Ghana Instagram so UTV Ghana na odeba me ho akenkan e de amaw na yekoso abom kokko sensuo no ejai kakra wo ha baby die minim baby awo enkran ha nanso na hia makrum ayiri enti upia na waboaboa ho saa obeye ne den. And no, I said, yeah, the topics ni go on. In fact, IMF any teacher unions, yeah, 2 topics. So, yeah, the 10 minutes near Koniaba, 10 minutes because we say me call Remu could be say, be a man for because, eh, we so what because I'm Timothy and I'm sure moi, you are Naja, my better back quatum, Namachimo. And the chief, Yanko, teacher union, IMF, the opposite offer be our first 10 minutes.
Oh.
And 2 years near the next one.
Nti yenka teacher na area akwa IMF and I think the yenfa IMF.
What fire IMF crack
out for day. Teacher from what's the name? Cola.
Yes.
Cost of living
allowance. Yep.
And nina share IMF discussion.
Economy
exactly, because you see, at the end of the day, no, and one woman in Ayata said, as sitting nimu ayet.
Okay.
Yeah. Now sitting nimu ayet. Anyway, my main far frequency do na. I remember I wanna minions and other people, na production team in now one about the last day I remember Mesre Hong Kong. Meso my monitor on from afar. Na me who there we too. We did you man more sefata into no or said ye bon abado. Na minchia Ghana for wajibre worship u program ya na pay. Inkanka menu anoma o NDC a confit to be precise or me constituency. What's the program in worship member in na na nkrofo send the message that chief ye hu o UTV na me so headmistress wa amam kwan. Minu abesia teacher for one asem yi wodika sentinyi de UTV hayara me sure dem honara wo ye dwumafo han ya hona wo ye mpanyifo na mbofra manyina binum wode won tiri pimpim wo se bi suma management ne di onya mmoto wonanyim sentinyi do bi enyi ho a sebi ewu songunanu ma onje especially in times and them moye dina nyimpa no may depend on anyi waketia se wakotua no na it depend on it there na it is I think there it is something out there hinyinara asoman no ye jitum dem pempen no ayedri ehu behia there in them moye din omana yehu baby ma kra na ne boto orokọ akọhye but ni nyina na echiri no mofra ma so wonda chihia ihe nyina yete he se Nyankopon ben na adom na ya tena ha onam se bi adisuan kakra ihe nyina ye aso yesuan adisuan yesuan no anum na wo kire ye na ade oye kyerefo na wo kire he na ade ono na ye nyina ya afa ho kakra nde yedum pempen no a Ghana fusu wonya ho mfaso se na ya yetena he ya ye nkyekire mu obi wo ho a asem bi wo ho a se bi asaman wasoro anapan na so na nenwa nyina da UTV a nkomo a yebedin na no so ba fam aba na wa hye nkran emma ni dwuma bi a obekọ akodi no wa akọ akodi nti teacher fo won asam na ze ohia gidi de masemi ya ka na bri a yedri memma wonfa IMF fan kata da nyina do to the extent there school fu so won school ko be basa engineer say teacher fu nyi ho a obeche won ada ya na chere odo obefie inso hebri musu na wo we crofol prepare won na wo ba oboko wo ba abotro won SSS wo gudu wo suan wade won na wo ye end of term exam wo gudu wo suan wade and you know this is something in prempren yara enyim yara say abana nsor na wansoma oba hawadwen na Obama one academic calendar no son we delay a or affect one at the end of the day na fi mra wa hihye de nka owode wotum wo wie kra no na wotum wo ko na nyim na ndama reba besisa or affect the whole life of friend and yen what another individuals I want so wo school day ma wo sua de no mesre the way free why kasidi education minister so retire omomodi na untu anamombi onfanfa ho
well GS the crata press release abase omo na omo fa omo adwuma enti omo afre omo se omo enya omo ten wo media mu se teachers ne co strike and our unions ne co strike enti omo ato omo nkra omo mra na omo
na won din komo good the only thing on ma abani and then maybe crowd den ka wotum wo kana yeta ase enyim na amanfo wojai na ho nyina wozo pepa wozo boa omanga na inde ya unuanum won ka no kwa and teacher no the government
and I mean nuamu na teacher for no say me disappointed teacher
Okay.
Me teacher me nya.
No. We busu afoi won kan kwa.
No, unso omo ye oden.
Mun kuntafa. Wo di no kwa.
Fine.
Da minti wa ma table na wo kwa akotena. Ebo na o ma esebi wo twetwe won na se, but I'm suggesting to them that we share one for the first time. Only open, transparent enough. Na and them all the work and one teacher from we nimpa. Said be we share hon kwani bi a won so hu de oh. And them why dey na ban rebon hu body share hen wo kwan bi da. Yi dey ya sebi oboto asum na enuanom no wa te na asopam na intempire. Strike now was starting. Oh, a nationwide.
Strike no say interest on mo aban amanium.
Oh, a nationwide.
Last week it on no mo can say by 30th June. Omo take cola no ho hwe on be question.
That time na GS way. That time one ti was a papers him. One ti was news him. Nche hu da asema making one started negotiations in on another way. Ti e best one. Baby aye do na ndeme mo aye den which we are coming to deal with those issues. Ya ye ntumi en fan kan ho de. Ye fi ho ya bakrum. Ya be pem ye de be kofi na mo frama nsu ti fi a won ko school won ko suade. Nne nkrofo pi na wo hwe kwana oyisika semtra na nka ya nyipa dodo na usika nka bo na school dance ho no why empty obi afa ne background ko school ho because at the end of the day no nhihye ni sidu pen ti abofra ba ne te wo kra bibi tumisi na we sankan na wa ba betine fie na afi no ade anka odo ye na afi kro no orko akoye afi ebie ti ye besre de ohon won hwe na want to ni ye ma hen
Okay.
I'm did
Rest here na.
Enyo bebede munua unda yi mayen pasho. Asa less than 4 minutes. Na yen
That fe ko IMF.
Emrini na fan support to Ojam.
I see. Yen hwe teacher for no na enka omo say omo nka say omo pentum wo market yem na emo ebire omo negotiate for salary increment no. Na baby inflation gina ne ne baby e gina ekoso ekọ nanimu a omunim da ebejai no enu nti no mubisa sa for cost of living allowance 20%.
So I'm not my mentia ahwefo yina na mentia agbesisek befia mentia honorable Daniel Nikwate titles
Sure.
the incoming national organizer for the new patriotic party
Oguduru boy you na take former today. How is the ground form your fine man now
na machia yura just
O from now from ogo obi
share information I mean ya sabe kasa na machia yura Justin Kodia the incoming general secretary of the new patriotic party
wa be hu say chief gazi o me hu chief wan gazi o me hu
I've never met
him. So honor the if not still hu
all the people I mean I advocate for it's only titles I know the rest I don't know in team Stephen in team I mean that man should win I've never met him, but I believe
you feel so abreo
yes
na ye de blend ye de win
no we need a new group of people who will reform the party
okay
until Machia said you know chief I think I saw something Staya what do you know I saw something sometime I was on Facebook and I saw Banga Bompata appear or something like that. He said, Masa, he was referring to Chief Bani. Masa, I like your personality, but please don't dare contest any position. This time around, enjoy your marriage. And Chief replied by saying that liking me is enough.
Yeah.
My next level is in the hands of God.
Oh yeah.
Not you, thank you.
Chief Banga social media
I think say
you
onim say wo hu she chief nkran say onhwe no onko the next level
you need ejumani here.
But man be some branch
politics in the social media you need a big heart. You branch elections. Then they dakese.
Right.
Because in the functional executive committee fake share na me sure the ndeno ye kasa ni nyina baba wie yi nyankopon ya doma na ye de mmere no timetable no ato because it's about time they were they started the hand branch elections na ye tumi ye constituency elections na fi ye ba region na say ye do national na ma banga ehu maybe I go interest na
okay
since he likes me maybe he will come and support my interest
fire
strike in fact for me now I have decided say anything regarding all the various teacher unions or more strike, I wouldn't have commented on it because it has become 1-2 million in the sense. And yes, a strike now, or more corner now, men force to say or more strike, but they go in there. Now, omo da do omo no mo sabe transe
Why that omo ye nkwala omo ko negotiation
enye can ofura
negotiation there you compromise you win some you lose some
ya mama nke me say can ofura akwa sometimes ofura na omba ehun ni yakoda da omo no mo san aba transe but on this particular issue about the cola let me say this is not they raised the alarm bell some few months ago and as usual government are on drain nipa ho I and I say on feet sabe and abedu baby omodri my advice to them that this time around when you go in there are a lot of precedents and I said there are precedents for you to take a cue from say various teacher unions no omoko like I mentioned no you could that no more sound because that this time around don't go in there for you to be deceived and come and sit back so mama or more and I say we agree on a deadline make sure say you will still be on strike until that deadline is met for your your what you are demanding has been given to you. And yes, sir, next time around we decide some cost strike. I may say if they bring the issue on board, I will not comment about it because there has been one too many of government's deception and not ready. Say obey tie inkrofo mo ye adwuma Ghana or mo sufre na emom no their own personal and parochial interest no mo serve regarding the public person or mo etuetue ho a enyunugu omo pocketing. And I am urging them to keeping on and ensure say their demands will be met before they go back to the classroom. Okay. School, but this time around we must demand for what is right for ourselves. Na abanso. Mama, we in current situation are you home? Hey, na current situation e be the BHU. Okay. And it is the reason why I say ban etiase say so munya sa kola no omo kas when yes omo say omo just an increment of amekeke you don't want to on tiase but o tiase kra famiko no ade na ode be ya ma on e we then the famiko ho na create here famiko no there be am here reference to DK poison Ghana ban ebo bosi afri no ho e ma ode kra no ma be to say bro ni e mo buy ye wura kan ofuri ata no nkrofo ska no wo mo ho ye omo mo ya bosia e fa bi ntuotua sa nkrofo ka e be bo aye medase
Enti worry
I hear IMF na the most critical
any atwan me kakra na me nkenkan amanfo adwencha afi na de wo IMF nti ane ho na mo de mo time na kwehye no Musa about Akufo-Addo Bawumia's administration doesn't have right to seek IMF relief because you cannot demonize an institution and later go for bailout. They created the mess and they must fix the economy. How can you hire expensive luxurious private jet wanti so atip Yauza in Nsroma Ghana's engagement with the IMF has received a lot of backlash, not because IMF is a bad institution, but it's because the NPP in opposition demonized the IMF program and successfully convinced Ghanaians that NDC entering IMF was a Yauza ewa. Into article Lillian Akosia Bedia could they should scrap nuisance e-levy tax now since Ghana is going to the IMF. Sapon Prince, good morning. NDC has no plan to offer Ghanaians. All they know is propaganda and noise. Okay. Dr. Down Blow from Brimso Ape Usika. I sometimes reflect back and ask myself, after all the noise and fanfare, there was no progress as a nation. The posture of the government and their unsavory remarks about the IMF has occasioned this public uproar. Sally Afuseni, good morning from Upper West Region. Dr. Usefri Yakutu has been one of the president ministers who have performed creditably. Very good evidence by his achievement as a Greek minister. And we have an abundance of food. Nana Yao Anamwa, look, at least we have a president who is prepared to swallow his pride and hurt his ratings politically, even embarrass himself in the process, just so we don't go queuing at filling stations and sleeping in our cars like it's happening in Nigeria and elsewhere. James Awachukwino, new bine Kongo. Abladefia Kuma says IMF can bring all the money in the world. Still, President Akufo-Addo and his government is gonna misuse it. Okay. Agon Juliana Auntie, I said when others are building heavy mansions, you and sister no sa agro na di and Marvin Ham, good morning, sister. Yeah, and UTV. God continue to bless you for doing this good work. Very soon I'll be able to work with you. We hope so. Please, this problem now we are going in now. Which one is the problem? Is it low level of economic development? And just I am having a problem my own. Okay. Kwakusha we say, yeah, when did Nanado when is Nanado going to pay feeding grant to colleges of education for 7 months now? It's in arrears. Crispo from Fufu, NPP going to IMF doesn't guarantee NDC winning the 2024 general elections. Still, NPP will break the aid. Greetings to Prof. Christopher Miokumfi. James Awachukweno, when it comes to tax evasion, all Ghanaians are guilty. We are a nation of avoiding taxes, yet we want free handouts. Everybody is seeking for their own personal interest by hook or crook. Kwakusa would making kind inti let me just skip it na me nko before fro kwame na acidity have for change say upon all their tune and bragging they make U10 to take Ghana back to IMF. Are they not ashamed of this U10? Boy Sami Okuku Seku, I still wonder why Ghanaians think NPNDC can turn this country around. We are jokers. Easy for Bukali. You soon best or what ye page in na over be Bongo DC says Nanado and NPP has failed Mother Ghana. It's high time. They failed Mother Ghana high time. What's stopping him from doing reshuffle in his government? Until he does the needful, we will still run on the negative, and and it's still like the war in Ukraine has affected Ghana. Okay, and it looks like the war in Ukraine has affected Ghana more than even Ukraine itself. I mean, she said, Ubien here. Festus Saint Gali says, PTR, this Mr. Tano speaks with high wisdom and power of vision. I really want to meet him. Okay. Integrity says, happy birthday to sweetheart Joyce Sasuwiafe of Kumasi. Joyce, enjoy your day. Let me see. Asaniniba Kwabena Ochiman says, good morning, sister. Happy birthday to Nana Kwejo Ajin Sem Kuma, the son of the CEO of Ochiman TV. I wish him the best of life, or best in life, as he celebrates his first year. James Makai would so I rather take Benjamin Enina. Good morning, yeah. NDC should stop that propaganda. Honorable Stephen Asamoah aka Asabi will definitely win the upcoming election. Bishop Michael Kwame sister, yeah, we have agricultural land that our leaders don't want to do anything about it. Can't Nanado use NAPCO for agri cultivation? Franklin, if a good morning, sister, please, where is Dr. Baumia? Ghana is reaping what they sowed in 2020. Communication officer hopeful for Ahanta West constituency. Kano says, Auntie, please, 2019 nurses and midwives are still home. Please speak on our behalf. Why? Okay. Peggy Mensah, greetings from Dubai to you, Staya, and your panelists. Independent democracy will help Ghana, and let's eradicate partisan democracy from our country. And this is actually a constitution. I could also I'm saying these NPP people keep on complaining about COVID and Russia-Ukraine war, but this NPP people make more money, more than all other countries during COVID. Okay, I hope so. Now let's just go talk about IMF as you wish into offer you. Nana leads IMF negotiations to secure $2 billion. IMF by itself cannot create prosperity. They come in for stabilization, says Alan Chimanti. Okay.
IMF bailouts.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
Before we starting, in fact, once I was away, I had a bad news to be out hating one.
Yes.
No yet, please. Thank you. Yanko.
Okay. Right.
Thank you. Yes, Yanko. IMF.
Not yet.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was. I don't know. You see, platform where a tree. Sanka English. And can see it can be betrayed IMF.
Over to Yanko. Social media handle no some for church on your
a hana platform na eso. You see
Go to my summarize am on na afia country.
You see, if I were to advise them, first of all, no, many problem. Say aban we afedie omo be decide say ombeko IMF. Na mom no ye hwe aban we under Nana Danko Akufo-Addo the track record. Abetu samre any sika yenya through your oil, your gold ni bibia any COVID scan. Now on the war second of I wish that the man is fired immediately.
Now
do you start to fire him? Yes, he said.
I heard a journalist, one of your brothers, me church that Kwabna Asante Omahini. Also by next week Thursday, one second of one man demonstration.
Oh,
see,
I see.
He is the problem of this country and his uncle, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. You see? Fact, they say, if I were to advise the IMF, I would tell them of the character of the sitting president, His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo, and the character of the cousin. I would tell them the conflict of interest situation that the finance minister has put himself into. Within law, no, it is not permitted. I would have told them that the sitting president lives like an Arabian king who doesn't care how he spends the taxpayers' money. I would tell them that the sitting president probably may use some of it, even though IMF will give the directives, the conditionalities, how to use the money, they will find a way of misapplying those monies so they could use some to rent their ostentatious, to live their ostentatious life, and also rent their private jets. And so as much as I agree, say, Yanko IMS, now, I will advise IMS that they are reckless in their spending. That is the sitting president and his cousin. They don't care about the Ghanaians. They don't care about who brought them into power. They don't care about the masses. They don't care about the hospitals, people who are suffering. They don't care about the so-called free SHS and people who are, massed up in those schools.
Oh,
and they don't care about their future.
Now, how can you say that Adekye any legacy, any baby, Odiji ni din, Obeka say on found?
It was a populist approach to get votes. And be voted for. Do you understand? And be voted for, right? Into the so-called free SHS. What have they done in mitigating the unemployment repercussion that will meet us in the next 5 to 10 years? What have they done? I would have, first of all, engaged them as IMF and now turn them down for their reckless behavior regarding the economic situation of this country. Now, Sister, Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ne wafa second Oforiatta. And even something that annoys me is about one of their own. Yura Gabi Asare Ochredako. What make quote was say high inflation. Ghanaian traders price goods as if they use private jets to transport it. Gabi ne kan say what an what
and I won't sure say no.
I know
say also
the impudence, the disrespect this family or this government has for the people of this country. We've been what I want to say. Like former President Muhammad Ridley said, if we didn't give the opportunity to Nana Danko Akufo-Addo to come and lead this country, we would have consistently blamed ourselves that this is the best president we've ever had. You have more opportunity for the first 4 years. You messed everything up. The second opportunity, you lost it. You lost the parliamentary, you lost the presidency. You found a way to get yourself there. And this is the repercussion. What is going on is not just about the fiscal mismanage. Spiritually, no so can Flagstaff or no Aquatra no. There is a problem regarding baby or no nachi ufi buy. Moja gusa Flagstaff house, then you moja ketwa. I'm telling you.
Oh, please.
No. I'm not saying another than Koku Ford no Kunipo. Uko Bible ma. You say bi mu ekodi boni bi. You say who are wedi boni sisi ano. E ho so na nkan ba de be kan ochirima. What I'm trying to say down kwa Oforiata family no Akufo-Addo family no. They were the brain behind the overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah with the coup that spilled a lot of blood in that particular place I occupy here. So that bloodline has a problem.
Na say yeti Ghana because se man kan che say omo no omo ye anka say
may Ghanaian history. They were I see they say omo show kutu pass koye. I major in linguistics and history.
Into my
Ghanaian history. And your linguistics history
na catch say women
yes.
But that's not what's on record.
IMF, yes. I can see you are not comfortable, but let's
not comfortable at all because moja say mube we say because say you say mama abeka say mampeni ku nipa.
Make us say man can omonpen and abo.
Say the onti ye na anti.
Intimacy so. Enya na do dan ko Akufo-Addo.
Chief be yedin.
Wo ku nipa at that time. But no krapo no situation where yakoma chance wo ku nipa 5 billion.
You see, can chira assembly munti a wo ka say blood the work Flagstaff out. Enyo onu no wo ku nipa na denti na related to blood.
Me say ne bloodline na busuafo.
Okay.
The JB Danquest. They were the people who were funding those people say munye Nkrumah say munye through payment from abroad. CIA na
after how many years? And we have had a reconciliation commission.
Reconciliation
and then
doesn't
you go back to this.
Reconciliation doesn't pacify spirit too. Until they remember IMF. Now IMF now more corner.
After reconciliation, when I will be one anniversary bill, man.
Chief, my suggestion to the IMF is that before any negotiation, they should, as part of their conditionality, before approval, they should ask the president to fire his nephew, Ken Oforiatta. That's one. The first.
Do you have a problem? Say the be who shares our agenda? Yes, fire him. Na say no. Enye neba. Achepa. Enekra dey say the nephew. Jai nephew. Sem no na kase finance minister because oye nejuma.
Yes.
Oye minister. What's your problem?
Young Pam na masha maka no. Enye se metan no, right? And then yes, oh, I know the okay. Me say he is an incompetent person regarding the management of the public purse. Investment bank.
Manager, it's single inflation, single digit inflation.
It was coming from somewhere. 2017, 2018 progress and growth was coming from somewhere. Where is the sinking fund? Where is the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund? Where is the Heritage Fund? Where is the oh yes, economy. You understand? Until one of their conditionality is first, they should ask the president to fire Ken Oforiatta. That's number one. Number two, their monitoring and evaluation team, that is from the IMF, they should be very strict and possibly they should appoint their own people regarding the projects that we want to use that money for. Hey. Yes, because they will chop it. Don't forget, this is their last term in office. Their first term, now last term, they are not ready to help this country to lift it out itself up from the doldrums idea of Wakoshim. They are told me answer. IMF ma omonti as yes sir. Esika no mo de ma omono. Say e bi fakwati kwanso baby they are not going to leave the Ghanaian judge law to prosecute them. Omo ankasa making sure so they will set up their own independent inquiries and investigation. Now omo they will be found culpable. Omo ankasa prosecute omo na inform too. Now sister IMF, which was bastardized seriously by this previous administration, I don't know. I'm can say IMF no crap say will be suggest say IMF no say we abodam. That is one of their men. Yeah, we are actually by fee and so the betudwa. Ono so the okay can yefa IMF no omonyo. The area Canada Japan abeka ono kan before ne the abeka sisi and so ye nyina tua. The area of your friend say upon Nkrumah e kan year some time back about IMF. Now and they are justifying it and also ye nyina ye tua. The agric minister or kan year na and obeka say IMF no they are our friends. Ghana is a proud member of IMF. I don't know. So some time back now, no more chastising the previous administration regarding they are going to IMF. Now, Omunim say Ghana, eka IMF huana. The vice president, as you see, and also Adekye bibi, efa a friend is saying, time credit crunch, buy ya na a buying in terms of the economic management no man. Yeah, we are Baumia Bejina Bonte can say. The question we should be asking that administration, and I say, how can a global pandemic and I say a global phenomenon skip Cote d'Ivoire to come and hit Ghana? We are asking them the same question. How can a global pandemic or phenomenon like COVID-19 skip Cote d'Ivoire and come and hit Ghana? For which reason I'm not blaming all our woes on COVID? How can a global phenomenon like Ukraine-Russia war skip Cote d'Ivoire and come and hit Ghana? And those two instances which have no bearing regarding our fundamentals, because regarding our fundamentals, Cote d'Ivoire, your friend say Ukraine, Russia, and and affecting Yasasi. And I am supply more ammunition. What we need to do, they say, no buyer, yes, careful which no man, you was a they are not throwing their bombs onto our land. Until the IMF bailout now, we must also understand the fact that this is the second time NPP lead into IMF. The first IMF that they came to meet was to have ended around 2018. They extended it, which means that they themselves have gone to IMF, even though they were chastising it. So this is the second one. But of course, in your method, you have Finchim say, to see a more transia, more casama, bibia, bear Finchim. Discussion a bit of
a normal bedroom teaching and normal bedroom.
When they come, they should listen to the various media houses and various commentaries.
Because 10 minutes, not chief for me.
Jenny Waha, and a catch almost said these people are not going to use these monies judiciously until they should be careful how they release the money.
Some say I'm economy and crash and say comfortable say a crew boy say what him said these people no. And you expect a buy say on your day. And we are the next Chief, the next 10 minutes meeting on this IMF.
I'm the first of all, my pede may advise IMF phone if they are watching who program here. They should not downplay the fact that nepotism in this government has contributed to baby Ayedru in there. And damn nepotism wa affect Omanu so much to the extent that send them a local bonocrana in Hukwana yeba fadra yebeka. And clear cut example is the fact that President onye ne awofa say yira keno forata Omanpeyin and a finance minister. Ya Central America damnye there. Senkonye the fact that nepotism no dintintim wa abanima ena kenofurata oye boache jakwa nka wasa kendadada
how
sentinyi there in that menu can say one of the biggest challenge for this government and the onunti president nankasa na papers report to the onu nobe lady IMF discussion onye there nanka finance minister onu no tutun yetika sema onyim kwana yakwa akodu ana so de enka economic whiskey na wa academy oye Dr. Baumia enanka na do ba announce do da munyimpe won wo bedi enyim na wa yentutu because president nankasan wa ma ya cha se the economics on botew president nankasa no there is no day ori friend and all meet the press impo at the Flagstaff house president nankasa wa touch anything about yen economic situation. If you will be truthful to viewers, Odu Hope, either the finance minister, another trade minister, the church and them. The last one, onya about the fact they all know the presidency make sure they or coordinate activities and na Ghana for when it gets to economic issues and not anything to do with the growth of this country in terms of the economy now. Yenyim there, he quickly calls on the person in charge.
Because our mom in charge, and then yet a buy consignee economy in Kwa. If you have a Greek, you know, a first sector minister.
That's what I'm telling you.
So, a whole year would ya, and Chester only who knew.
Oh, listen to me. President, no. Ono ankasa na oma yet has de. Nijidi na niwire. Ono odishe ne vice president in terms of economic issues. I'm not saying there. Onye de ontum nkan wasem. But it's a fact. The nyimdi na president wo won ondu man krofo no won. That is the reason why I also want this another one year. As I make an answer. In any case, if you're president in the background, why do you force no change na do economists?
Or a lawyer.
Exactly.
And lawyers do negotiation.
I'm saying to you that the lawyers doing negotiation are looking at the legal aspect. And I hear them not. Now, how do you say that if you are going to discuss monetary terms issues with the IMF, then you won't take an economist, but you will take lawyers to go and discuss?
So, Belly, dear, and just
because the lawyers are looking.
Team,
exactly. Intino, Mamenka Masem, President Nankasano, Oyaja, Onara, Papana, Wakawaja.
Debut make us so only dear, and say it doesn't mean that other members in the
you don't appreciate the crisis of man.
Hey, I feel me so now do
you because baby my yedu sister baby yedu ya hunchira baya whiskey da wa ma yehu do no messiah a obe saving onu kra wo mboni din na president na nkasa se de o ma announce am honde papa di oba economy se ma onu na obo mechi dom no chem ba me monko amankasa na media nyim na mako and I'm telling you there oye charade bi no rekodo in the sense that President Pedro Obama yehure the same person now abo him fomen otanechi the onu no nko lead the discussion if not if we are looking at number 1 and number 2 yeah politics are when you free when you the chief 2016 ma ate wo wasum ansa na MPP or Bapa wedi Ikate when you are crying was bo whiskey the Nidia Egitum there according to one word. Economic whiskey do MPP on you wanna. Tell me the truth.
Meaning
hey, you don't know economic whiskey in Ghana, in MPP, Dr. Baumia in Yimno.
Wow,
ain't say there. Tama COVID by presidents do yim penyan. Na there 1 year economy needs yim.
Yes.
Na nenyi da do wana. Awo for no twinchen. Na omamen yo kwan. You see, President Akufo-Addo no, I am disappointed. You see, we are all politicians. And yeah, politics na yeah ko nyina obi anim pa bo nyina da ama Nyankopon be pagya no mo ekodu empependu bia obodu sur. So be possible anaka be no ma one of the land na che de umpa bo ebo. And this is a personal ehwe ne political career mesima wa kasa wa pacho wa for presidency because onyim there esebi oso na da do botum wa de mejuman nti Ghana from one. But you see Ghana for ye na adoma obeyo man panyin na ya ehwe ne nsema okay Independence Square yemfa battle no ntunchen Ghana fu nyina nka won bom no won ta na echi obe protect the public purse epede nyesika onye na abem. This is the manner na banim in a procurement authority wanna my contract kra nyimpo ohwe hon na adwin and maso me create adwuma na mde enye adwuma ni bi. This is the president among we raise a lot of issues. Forget about the political parties. How the final political power anti ye wo kwan e fado ye hen discourse. There are civil society organizations raise issues. In fact, bonds, finance ministry will raise Franklin Templeton Kaya some time ago. Amanfu chede no. In faso areba sikebi kone ho won hwe ye hwe was oh onyimedwuma no. Inti yenja numa unto the manamon. And na menyo ka say the dishonesty from the number 1 President Akufo-Addo. Odidi nature de banim payinfo do ono odi edu bebi ma ye kwa kodi. Now even IMF ya odi yen kokra, they are not being honest to us. Just last week, a leading figure in the government as a deputy minister of finance. Ojina parliament was your friend and IMF di So long as our MPP phone now what government needs and our form of government needs, they will not go there today, they will not go there tomorrow.
Na chese na nyesa na omo peno. Na nso 11 no ama yan root target.
You are a very good journalist because all questions will lead to where I'm going. Now the dishonesty is that governance is not an event. You get up today and say you want to do this continue. I got to talk sound system na machines into prove yenkobonium. No, it involves planning. IMF president issue letter there, the intent there. Yepede yeko, IMF, discussion. When did the letter come out? As in some training, when you see it.
President and issue letter. Ministry of Information the issue letter say.
No,
that's what the president.
There is a directive. The president letter. That president was directly Minister of Finance.
Which came from the Ministry of Information.
And I'm saying that the Minister of Information was communicating the directive of the president. So it's not a directive from the Information Ministry. It is from the president. And I'm saying that I'm documenting who that by Monday.
Oh, David. Monday that be enra.
That be who documented. I mean, the Monday, no. Monday, na discussing. Yeah, okay, even if it's Friday, sister. I mean, who Monday. Okay. So about Friday, in there, Dabe.
And there Tuesday.
IMF where you must Saturday and Sunday.
Me na me bisa kusanuti.
May
you one.
No, tonight bisa IMF next week here back catch. Now in the Tuesday, what's IMF for Robert Kruma? As I what I'm trying to say in there. Even the government knew there. And the money when he was telling us on IMF, you know him door IMF. But no, the ain't Ghana for the
No, I know the chief. They had thrown in, the nocturnal discussion before they asked Gabi to come and test the waters.
Yes.
So it's clear.
They say only na danim komodi. Mum try me born one time now. 5 minutes now. So we shall say 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh, it's 45. Sorry, I meant 10 minutes.
Asuma make it. Will be a send no message of last half hour that pomana.
Hey, me pon ye. Breaki say e kono 10 minutes me. Eti breaki home so na ahwefo nso kabina fe me sign emra.
10 minutes na ahwefo nka.
10 minutes na so be me na wo ye boni pour rounding up. Na me no me enu pe na e wa ha. Eni asane ena said the minim de ba am say nso ni nti enye eboapayo MPP rep no wantimi ama medru ena eti awodo wo mfo mu
a mfa ndem catch the wonyum na me na me ban to obi aramba.
I feel saying so na.
Well, however you take it. Ma me mfa dam o platform edu ya. In all sincerity, min true salute. Infama Honorable Kennedy Japan.
Camera no ena wutiati ye be matete gamo tena say I seen Central. Anna, yes, I seen Central MP. He is the only man in MPP. Look, ye nyimpa. Hwe edwuma ya menyu ye. Even correct man so me chairman drink kra man no botu matraw. Ana o wa no botu matram. Mo ye fenye de chief. Na ma mpede me kanyi anade o ya na ma mepede me kanyi na me nhye dade me nyu betra ha bedi nkomo na se bi ma no abetra ebe political party a wonyim de IMF onye haram. In fact aban be yankasa no onye IMF negotiate ma ye womi from 2016 ma will continue into 2018, but for political expediency it will decided there will be twa na yera ken osin there. Them Asemia Waki, also the member of parliament for Asin Central Kennedy Japan has retracted his earlier claim that the Mahama-led National Democratic Congress took the country to the IMF because they had mismanaged the economy. This is what they told us. And if they want the whole state to support the idea there, baby, I agree. Indeed, changing their expenditure. Wabble a revenue do. The gap, according to the finance ministry and the information minister themselves, what my yet said that the gap in between you have $5 billion to stabilize the whole system. Now, in any case, IMF people are here or a 2 billion whatever my hand. It is a 2 billion whatever my hand. It is important then ka abani. Obedin kana other apology other Maganians. Listen, IMF no one send some wakodupi. I won't go details in also Mancrofo can also, but that is not a bia na in any case,
Say damn na nkrofo dwini a yesre oman ni nyina rally behind. This government has decided that in spite of insenfia waka what for IMF we demonize IMF ni nyina nature. We citizens na yet to abide the man because of your ban in the Wokita titles and positions. They are not ready to apologize to anybody. Yet, you know, it gets to a point that after this discussion, why Kennedy Japan now say, okay, are they humans more than him? This is something that you see, you as a journalist, you know. Waka consistently waka. That is why. Let me tell you.
Force majeure.
What is force majeure?
Beyond their control.
What is beyond their control?
And COVID, to me.
And are you telling me that
Russia, Ukraine,
don't you know that we have received money, a COVID debate, you receive support more than necessary? Until you cannot tell people that the madi on COVID nisi kanipo bua kuntakra wayasem. Iya yenti pa yetu krom ha emina wo sebi yehu mobode yen support microphone. Ono kra no akuntagu no kra wayasem aye won panyifo ekuku dama wa bo won bra ankrofo bu hon a won na wodi enyim ada meeting krofo kra ti frefra hon adem ye clean and transparent. Ono kra na akuntagu wayasem. So you see, let's not you I mean deceive ye. If we really want to support them money let's not be hiding behind the COVID in a day. Now say IMF, the whole world will go to IMF. Now
more countries are there.
And if this is what they are saying, the whole world 100 imposter because COVID no ben when Sigana pe. Osi we are doing nara. Yeah, dishonesty. Onodiya kwakodu. Now, when I hear people like Asani calling for the head of Furiata, one sack of Furiata,
Chief, I feel break you. What?
Me breaking.
Break.
There is no way I will be sacking of Furiata because Ofuriata no is covering the network of the create, loot, and share in the government. Even if their own MPP person crab back to the Guanodo as a finance minister, who now finance minister what digging? Maybe an engine panel that some about to go. If not, yeah, finance minister ought to worry.
Okay, yes, Sebe. Obed Gildan appears as this government is always putting burden on the Ghanaian. From the onset, the government has been a failure. Alexander Boachija, what NPP is doing now is devastating the economy. Why should you go to IMF once you have solid economic gurus? Oku Smith, NPP has failed us all. They should accept that fact. Philemon Setekla, JM, NDC, IMF, you do well. Congratulations. Well, I hope so. Good morning, sister. Please, I'm afraid the IMF won't tell Ghanaians to accept LGBTQI and those things. Ghana must work again, but not with such corrupt and deceptive leadership. Let me see. Theophilus Amasa, sister, please kindly engage non-partisan people for such serious discussion. There are days for the non-partisan because for such serious discussions, the politicians that are in the helms of affairs, and Tiomoani and Yomu Monday to Thursday, Friday, na ye call technocrats in the Thomas Enuntina Mpunimpu Hono. Thomas Antile, but is he President Akufo-Addo's cousin? What are you saying? Ghanaians deserve to know that this government is friends and family. Osei Kwarteng Richard Ejeso Asoche, good morning, yeah. When was the last you heard from Minister of Health? He needs to be sacked. Nurses, assistants are still at home for 3 years and 8 months after assessing portal and financial clearance on November 2021. Order in Tema says if citizens refuse to pay taxes for development, IMF is the only solution to go. Ghana's economy will be back to life. Kingsley PK Baden, good morning to you and your guest, sister. I'm very disappointed and sad this morning with this kind of opinions and mentality. Can our beloved nation move on with this kind of politics we do in the country? Francis Derry, good morning, sister. The political activist man is solid on his stand regarding the IMF. He's one person I admire so much. Ibrahim Nee says, what is that man talking about? Inciting IMF against Ghana. Yeah, tell him God will shame him. Ghana will definitely go through this successfully. Edwin Ofoi McCarthy, the story about the Danko family is true. I don't want to go into that.
Sister, I don't know.
I don't want. I said, "Moi, mini huni na so de mempe ena bia." I will say my kind into fache me. Belinda Smith says, for what I know, the president is an economist too. Belinda, anyway, the onkwa na uni. David Blaze says, economic whiskey is Baumia. Danso Samuoba, the excuse being that the hardship is as a result of Russia-Ukraine war is a real propaganda by NATO. But unfortunately, our lazy African leaders who are failing are using it to escape from their mess. Looking at our common foods, if we had more plants and Eswatini, Enyemia. Patrick Opoku says, good morning, sister. So no NPP rep today. Yes, not my fault. We're hoping they will come. We have not received any reason as to why they are not here. I was presuming maybe it's the rain, but I don't know. Thank you. Caleb Ofosunyene, Nana, yeah, Amami Yao, Asanitano talks too much. He's always emotional and doesn't talk the fact. Nanado is doing well. Okay. Let me see, Ibrahim. Mama can come with you and bear with me if I don't read your second comment. Abladi Efia Kumaz Zobaya Krama. Please kindly send my greetings to all branch executives of the NDC in Efia constituency. Tell them that Abladi is contesting for deputy communications officer. I have told them. Now I can go on in peace. Benjamin Boatin says they are all the same. Franklin Ifa says Ghana can't continue like this. Sister, yeah. NSS are suffering, NAPCO are suffering, and everybody, including you, sister, yeah, are suffering. My regards to Chief Binding. Philip Odey Nati, yeah, the NPP government has taken us aback. I'm very ashamed of this government. I'm a Ghana. Mrs. says March 1957, they see Ukiada Ghana, the Ukia Ghana. Kwabna Komobaya, please, let the year read Matthew 7:2-5. Who should read? He said, let the year. So I don't know. Edmond Michael says, good morning. Yeah, I'm on leave today, and my kid sister just returned from school saying they are asked to come home because teachers are on strike. Well, GS brought a notice or press release that teachers shouldn't let them go home. They should keep an eye on them, supervise them, and all that. So I don't know. But yes, they are on strike. It started yesterday. Destiny in Krabia, good morning. Yeah, you see the mentality of some Ghanaians. If they support e-levy and we go to IMF for the rest, if they had supported e-levy and then we had gone to IMF for the rest, could have been better than NDC and Tano. They are talking too much. Okay. Let me see. Bongo DC say Umakan wo dey first segment in ho. Tenye Aaron K for says, yeah, IMF, please. Should I fly out you mean out this country? Oh, and if our passport na ko ye dey ni baby akọ. Ya kwabo ha ya na etie why bra o fly ko baba na etia. Jane Amei, good morning. I think the moderator should stop interjecting. I can't stop interjecting. I have to ask questions. I beg, bear with me. Peggy Mensah, arise Ghana, let's eradicate our common enemy. Peggy, you again. I don't understand this your democracy thing. Unless ucheche mi mu ya me kind I say me feel say u shem krofo kutu pase omunye the otherwise instead of the democracy we've all chosen. Elijah Belter Bosompim says good morning, yeah, good morning, yeah, good morning, yeah. Hey Elijah, good morning. I've responded. Francis Bronx Jam says this government has bent the economy and even the ashes are not seen at all. Okay, unso dear enuno. Aaron say intisikano ashe ana. Okay, Japan Okumwo Fidelis, we pray for a good negotiation with the IMF, but still JM Beba. Okay, I think Enedia Maya, dear Metimi, I can kind more messages Nibia. So gentle the blogger says next time someone says he's an economist, we have to ask whether home economics, microeconomics, or macroeconomics. So say uncle IMF and I'm more IMF and Kayebe.
But I say,
I need 10 minutes, every 5 to 6 minutes because we have to be happy.
Madam Fuga, may his soul rest in peace. Also be specific. Is it 6 or 5?
5 minutes.
If I say, Chief, I salute you, Honorable Kennedy Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in the realm of the spirit, I intercepted it.
Okay.
In the sense, the comment now about retracting what he said previously does not correct the dirty propaganda that they did to mar.
At all, but he's showing remorse.
No, it's a way of dousing the attack on them.
No.
Chief,
As for the attack, nothing can douse it.
It's a way
Not
of
even
letting
blood.
the people have sympathy. Say, oh, Wababa can say, oh, my, sorry. And the platform. Ashanti Regional Minister.
Oh, peace.
Oh, peace.
Okay.
Or say 11 now. Young tears, young tema. You're just watching yes, and you see, they always have something to blame their inept,
deal with them.
Corrupt inefficiencies on.
But indeed, for 6 months,
6 months.
I say 11 bantem as they envisaged and then 6 months
levy doesn't come in.
Oh, it comes in. Say either IMF or the levy. And you see, homegrown policy.
Homegrown policies may be what did they continue it? Homegrown policies, no. There were homegrown policies left for them to continue. Did they continue it? E-levy, no. Oh. Sister ya, Esla de buy kakra
Esla on energy or fuel.
Energy sector levy.
Okay.
Na I think so a friend is saying sinking fund is kind of woman.
Don't forget that it be on one and continuous. Not there was a time span.
Yeah, so when the time elapses, you devise a new method.
Boss.
Chief Pacho,
don't go far. Roto crowd.
And also your homegrown.
Now Roto
Until we ask me, the loudest silence that is hitting my ears so much I can't even. The most loudest silence that is cracking my brains is His Excellency the former President John Adekye Kufuor. Papa Kasa. If you don't speak, that's your boss more. Look. Sister, he left a good legacy for the NPP. This man and Nana Danko Akufo-Addo.
What do you want him to say?
He should speak about the economic situation of this country. What he left, sister, don't play it down.
Oh no.
My Kufuor should speak
and play it down. And
no, I'm not saying.
I'm talking about. But a kosa and a me bisa say. Papa no wabeye ni diewi and o tinchen. You see, o tifie statesman eja akra. E wo wa yakochiano see a friend say opanyifo adwen bra odiaba after ono nipa mienu o se miensa kra ba ansa na president eba nti he say papa kasa no
the NPP was in the doldrums ono no krokra no sa e de bae e de beto Ghana for so a obu ni man kasa obema ye friend say e wo ni sichire Nemo baby or year or mind kodru ye no. And now you try have bonny even though he was criticized about many things and now you feel say echo wrong. And now you bonny because why yes to trust them busian chain fanu. The NPP that His Excellency the former President John Adekye Kufuor built no. And yeah no even when Mills was doing his best, the late Rollins was chastising him 24/7 say the echo abusuakuo ba kope led by His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo. Abetra Ghana council they are not only destroying Ghana but the party NPP no omanpanyi da Akufo be pacho kasa wan kasa na sebe dachi yankopon to nsa fra ye betra chire na of course ahamote na dada na bia desense ho e bia membe ko ansa na wakokora menim but I'm saying say so one kasa amfa de nipa ya wo de party ya hye ni say wo ye afa party no party for be bo
let the statesman be a statesman in
that is why he must be a statesman
and he didn't appoint anybody
he's Ghanaian
and
he's Ghanaian
you are just
no He's Ghanaian, he's a statesman.
Papa no mre
That be his.
So abaya ne dia wie baby
And cause why you need see cause you need the anka you rakwa be despo sit down back compare we okota ne baby. Anka o me bi adwuma mo bi nya bi. Nti I am saying so say my suggestion again to the IMF, they should conduct a town hall meeting when they come tomorrow. Just like
they say they are going to meet CSOs.
Yes, town hall meetings. Just like Ken Oforata, the mismanager. No. They should conduct a town hall meeting to seek the views of the people of this country. Because we are very much sure that when this money comes, they will find a way of applying it to go to the coffers that they have created, the buffers that they have created for themselves. And for that matter, no, they should not come in the interest of saying, Yebema Ghana force a scar. No, we should be the one telling them whether to give us or not to give us. Because we don't trust.
At this stage, who are the we? The people that you do on minor show Monsano. And you see here or
Monsano. We gave them the
IMF.
What I'm saying is that when they conduct a town hall meeting, we will tell them whether to give or not to give, based on examples and as a precedent. Say what the more, you will give them the conditionalities, all right. Say contract near the Bema was sister, they know a way of ensuring. Says as can the Bema, you understand, and we know them, so we must tell them what to do.
And yes, I can say be na affect ye bond and ye raising investor confidence because as I say yes, I will manage chairman and move for
so man we enkrofo we suban and I say o manage chairman now for the downgrade me no dey grade omo ye grade omo on the international say nyama no dey try.
Thank you chief 10-5
in conclusion I am saying sir, this particular administration led by Nana Danko Akufo-Addo should sit up. We are not a happy people. And we must tell them in their face. The NPP fraternity are not a happy group with regards to the nature and the manner he's governing this country. But I want to make the COVID-19 accounts, and NPP people, they were marveled about the figures. But I want to make we are not happy. And we must tell you in the face.
Chief, it's 10-5.
Yeah, 25 minutes.
Only one was at 25 minutes. Or 5 minutes I have one.
I will promise you about 10.
There be.
Oh,
that's what
dear
anyway, sister.
Yes, Chief.
This IMF issue I am discussing, it's not about NDC, it's not about MPP. It's about the nation Ghana. And
political
games. Journalists, no, yes. Now, we journalists now are talking about my henny, about government, ni abeye my epe, ni adadan crofo, adini A, yes, B, adini C, yes, D. Now, ye young crofo will put to question it to us, embarrass us openly for the whole world to know that we are not being truthful to the people. Now, Ebefa Ghana is free. And the Asudi Dawando. Now, many of us here. Former President Kufuor, I agree, Papa must speak. Kind of with the former, former president, what's asking, John Dramani Mahama, senior any President Kufuor. If you are about John Dramani Mahama, John Dramani Mahama, or Disney, or
Chief, I'll give you back your time. Nyabo check a crab, mommy. They say I major time no cry, na me sign show. Hey, oh, babu me cry, never how crowd pony. And Chief Besai about Betwana assembly, so just a quick comment bia will be the buy na men kind chair as an eta no minya catch any repair na fi mama chief at 170 so that time no na bibia chief now cry will be say Patrick Dark chief is part of the team who are compulsive lies. I took it on the lighter side untimi ma me me guest no sa mpacho enti chief oya oti asia agro kakra but Charles Anshon say the people, they ask them to produce their tax returns to show they pay taxes.
Sister,
more for tax returns,
when you trace me,
yes, oh, there's your time,
Mr. The former President Kufuor.
Okay.
Who be here?
I feel ya tobu ni gidi no.
and who be here
on
the position but two.
Okay.
Tell me, my President Mahama, okay, there. As much as are you too late, a welcome idea in there. When you IMF in Konunko Dinkita.
And then I me cause of besides and Ceciano, yenya solution to the problem.
Yes, solution, yes, she says solution. It's a mercado. Why are you going?
Why are you running?
I'm sorry.
Slow down. Share yenya solution. Manana ye table no do yako solution. And when I say President Kufuor should speak, it's not don't check why I won't find no. At least President Kufuor so man penyufu hunde atro na doswa. Party penyufu na government penyufu or bakasa chega na fa be careful because they know that there are senior people in them. They are not happy with what they are doing now. They will come out and name and shame.
You want former President Kufuor?
Now is a statesman.
Oh, yes, statesman.
Which we all revered, yeah, respected.
And see, Openidi, what ya if you are someone, what kind of idea some of your work at what's some yet, we are brow for we are brow. Say, you crack. And some rabon to make us say, I buy you child.
Ayo, him not say, it's a guado. Now, one he fear painful, not so no, him so big no cade. I mean, my fear had it. Obiara nyiwa se bi wakofo bi ni tro na tekuda na de china wo bogongongon na se we ko wi o man nyina sika begu ahimfie wa ohin no ntwene hu nka dada bi na onye kro no ne ye bo na ba akofo no abefrem into oye at bona ohin must speak so that the people will know the palace wo no onye kro no bi na wo bo onu fan to nchenhwe country is heading gradually to baby say anhwe na yanya honest discussions na yanhwene yanfa competent men and go into negotiations na wanfa plan papa anto ma HMF so anya ntu no anhemwa whatever boy na yedin kakrakra abehwe no Ghana ya be highly indebted poor country again because say amenyuka say bosia boy ya bregu ho asoman nyankasa no ye ka odosu. Na if a situation ya ewo mi a wa ma yet ase de revenue na expenditure obobra enti gap owo ma wo hwe ma yetum stabilize in the man oye be 5 billion na hwe dem negotiations ya ye kona onye President Akufo-Addo the fact that oye president enti no odo onu oye den odi in them kasa yenye because president has shown that he is weak as a leader. He is weak as a leader in the sense that this is the first time I hear introduced to BBA sanctioned by cabinet a president Nordano Emawama parliament why chaotic to the extent there and tokwana blow na dingina whistle. When this thing was going
the kind of parliament I want.
What kind of parliament?
Emwa pai.
Now after E-levy parliament 1 year juma.
Emwa pai.
Na me be so the nimu pai wo we E-levy parliament wa happen.
Na over if you so minority leaders so because mo NDC for mo nsema omo if you say omo no mo share the CPEG enti imagine say those days na e be a certain president the party were majority overwhelming majority will parliament that we used to say minority will have their say but majority will have their way. You think enka E-levy be go through this stress?
Our president I would take God as a president in a bisam them question ya nka me do ho becho. Because in parliament that sitting president no work parliament that in times in one way walk aways were parliament in times I will stage demonstrations were parliament. He knows the dynamics of parliament as much as governing a country like Ghana is concerned. He's been there. That's my make an answer. And I'm telling you there how in the age in common you were saying something though now either IMF E-levy or whatever. That means you do ye do pempen do be there. Or manu be ma we do ye hia de ye benya some friend and a revenue be ma wa ba o baby na wa ba boa. Na sister ya in the times I hear them revenue on was they will introduce you E-levy into them into road toll ye ntwem. When road toll no ya gigi fiti Kwame Nkrumah na be do am we betintima obi etunika onyim de them road toll yo kwakotu abanzo nyim de 80 million Ghana cedis be do then obey then Nisa Baka. Abansu nyim the E-levy all by introducing. In fact, when you are introducing something new, especially tax, even if it's not tax, and even UTV will introduce you, even what you call gadget here will use you. So we'll introduce a new one, says here, people will resist. because change riba. And people think they will them changing all ban and nor juma based on explanation of the man and microphone better I said they must adapt to the change. I am a strategist by profession. And I'm telling you that anything that brings about changing, people do what resist. Until you just don't get up and go. There is a plan ahead. Your projections there in case of Dami, Ahanamafa, Ghana, governing Ghana. It's not just like Akoto tomatoes BJC were return. For that matter, year 2, 11 itum keke.
Why are you talking as if you say, oh, na omunim niya omoye?
Yes, because of what is happening today. Now, when you ma worry ya, tina me twa drink call them time, madam challenges in na bed.
Eto 20 o shesha taxabana nipa so a device a innovative ways how they be avoid it.
When you are sitting in directing this program, making sure that we stay within what we are supposed to discuss, yeah, and you are not able to control us. Na yetna ye yepe ye kind da sambe futu ndasam na one what if you watch a UTV wo hu de UTV ni performance why poto in the show you anya fekra. As much as a production team, they have a question to answer. First person to answer the fact in the you have a responsibility. We cannot all be presidents. And so we voted for a certain group of people. Ghanaians believed in that. And you know why I'm saying that? The country is doomed. Because the number one gentleman why exhibit weakness all over. Look.
How can you say that?
Listen to me. Have you followed social media? Even their own party people are calling for reshuffles here and there. It's not today. Their own party people are raising issues. Come on, my dear. When something is going wrong with me, and you are not able to tell me you don't love me that much. Especially when it's about governance. No, especially when you have told everybody that IMF, they are demons.
Demons?
Yes. Demons? That when a country goes to IMF, not the IMF, not the government, they are poor managers. They cannot manage the economy. That is why the finance minister, deputy, and the finance minister himself is on record, and leading members of this government, they are on record to have said that as much as they are governing this country, the new patriotic party or Birmingham, they are not willing and ready to go to IMF. Is it news to you? It's not news. I didn't force them to. Man, force one the one car. In one case, based on the fact that they said they had the men. Sana won't be in fun hermaphrodites. Won't tum once one may who there were ye men are sebi. When you will cry me, them a president and again into Odru Moya Zena, Ubejina. We believe them. Oh. That's why we voted for them.
Did you believe them? Did you vote for them?
We are talking Ghana. I am an NDC. I won't vote for them. But if Ghanaians majority vote for MPP, we will all abide by the rules and regulations of this country and now, subject ourselves to the law and make sure that what is sabotage? What is sabotage? When you have people wearing shirts and trousers as men, but as a matter of fact, they are impotent politically, you don't tell me them is sabotage.
Thank you.
When you are going to parliament with such a program, you know definitely that you have the opposition. And to opposition, that's why I said the president has been in parliament. Ono nyim de ono no ye aluta usinubia wa parliament. And to nyim as a president there. Let me leave Nara Wako read the State of the Nation address. When Zema Messi more consider Madi or Kwe, the Mishishe no baba. In any case, time I was resisting. If president was that honest, Iguano Dina or saying, or take the man serious. In Katama, who damn resistance. One there even Momo Funa, they were a commenter. Reportage bay from CSOs there, a transaction scroll drop on. They would have been truthful enough to let us know that indeed, ye scanning the cushion in the mama and the my. Now, from the way and the Marikwe, ye record IMF na in Shena Yedikon, only. Today, You hear some of them saying, oh, IMF na here con on your man this if you and I have duly served them notice. They said, the moon was a seven. Sebi. This is Sebi.
And the Sebi doesn't take that way.
Oh, yeah, fantafu, yeah, Ghana for. Yeah, can you crum kasa? Mrs. Sebi.
Thank you to us all. Men kasa away.
Sebi, the oh, may you go 74. In same hunu, yeah, it's honey and soda because ya in Guaranapa. And shall what have a fair show. Atere or shall we nebu nizem. They decided them with the Baba Better TV do not mask some woman. Do you know there is some woman there to honor? Now, ya Baba Better I had discussion. Now, son in the da. On you my better, I catch him the chief by me. Our NDC free, NDC food, the menu one yard in the menu one yard in China. NDC food sooner won't buy me. A Chinoba, neighborhood or NDC at hey, Asani. No, ya won't NDC food also, but oh, I'm not telling you, Michelle, NDC food on your NDC name. You will feel insulted.
Oh, yeah.
That is
Thank
how
you.
I feel.
Bonaparte.
On here sebi.
Foul too.
Kasa no hende. Inti ya me di masem listen. Ye best me pagana phone central for chow. Eyan politicians ni nyinara. Hwe ami amu opposition me kasa ya me nya easy. Me ba program ya me kenkan because me nyim de asem bia make bia no enyim ba kom na ebisam na ebisa de na mfato mote den eyi bada benti ye best. Sabana kekan sembi Adam Sam na wachichi na in one way neutral. Say if you are seeing them one way yidama human wo je fiwa Ghana fu nyina bo hu de yeah denala or your politicians no over form government because baby my yekeka kon say anhwe na won kodum pempemfu bia empempendu bia ya instead there say be all the baniye de hye papa ye baniye de baba boa man if your man fu no kran one task ye enti wo be resist him by na wo resist him by na no man
dia wo kan na ho so wa hwe na say da che ho so eduru wo so a nra me ka che say wo we force na
no wa asema ba ye gudu ye ka e ma ye nkan wi ami me da cha me ba na redu
enya na wo kai
emi me da che
thank you
ensem ha
nkenya nda di na nko
bobo anka a sitting MP onye MP keke we lawyer nso ka ho obetumi ahwe ye nyina animi o ka kire say previous IMF no a aban bi mokoye no it was as a result of mismanagement but omo breso omo kone there is as a result of pandemic a sitting MP ye lawyer
na pandemic ni o
nti pandemic ni no moko IMF no
now see covid pandemic na then
and I will suggest say yama obi enkoye PowerPoint enchire IMF lead team no na won kan say onye no enchire omo say mo chi no nsem a nkrofo we ka fa mo honie ye ni nyina ye mpele ni nyina enchire omo ansa no master discussion right na wo aban we no ma wo ye no wo dwen ho a wo ntia say de me ya ne police for ne soldier for ne ho keka ho security agencies wo say Ghana beyond aid no wa ko parading crofo we wiakata ban so mo de omo ho aye human chain afọ me Ghana map no mo san chro Ghana omo so omo san kwakwa achro Ghana beyond aid wo performance be is it not an insult to the people you used in channel out that propaganda se si ayete he baby edu ne sister ya se ya nsekire yesi anka nkire abani pen se wadi ye bone a there's nothing na ye be ya yankopon be de nkire abeba so the genesis of our woes today the diabolic scheme our year said the indigenous companies were memha financial sector on be collapsing many mkura no na me ye adwuma of First Africa Savings and Loans was circle I was at the accounts department and crofo aba ho beji loan the volumes of money is above no dey call out and yes kakitoa and you know this is ka ombeji no some of them kitchen would made omo ye omo de tonton no makakra cabbage omo grow cabbage omo ebimo kakra Dr. Papa Syndrome the banks obi e Ghana nyina amanfo ewura yarga be describing as single room banks no those banks especially in the northern part of the country no were giving soft loans to Nkrofo de dua bayire ne honoma e di aboa oman no that economic pillar na but they were helping in sustaining the economy no you came and you collapsed or somebody who says that you are interested in the financial the private sector
to collapse
now
it
you came
than the money they need
and then what the cabinet
survive as a bank
sa esika na wo de be collapse back no se see e kan public debt no na wanya wankasa wo vice president na yanko bo covid scar or bo different figure wo so abebo different figure finance minister in fact IMF should hear this. They should analyze all these things. You say some crofo e discount mo a mo Ghana.
Nti who come and say me mo support here na.
We are already Brenna ye Brenna ye Brenna so see agye ene ye honam ye moja afa. Nti e kame nko anke scan ya kamo fa man because this government omoko they will never do anything that will inure to the benefit of this country. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no. Political analyst. Thank you. Chief Yemijaina Neyempo. Chief Baini, Deputy National Organizer ma NDC anope yedase. Na rep ankese obi MPP bano ene wa ma yenima de kruntia enye yembo apayo. Me a me bedi dwumadi ehu chia me din de yakonama. Ena me cruise bo me chidom nyame yadom ochena Adekye Nsroma besen aba yakram